quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And it's caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down, Justin Herbert. This ball complete to Rager. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 11 now. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Herbert.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Complete to
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he gets it down to the 32. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams, because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Dixon set to kick off.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there. Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer. Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Back to throw again. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Raekwon McMillan drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
It's good. Makes the score Buccaneers 17. Jaguars 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get through.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watch the whip. Under 10, under 10, 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal.
58, boy, 58, 58. Come on. Watch the slants, watch the slants.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 6 yards away. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
For Robert Woods. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That coach has always harped on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Here's Herbert now on second down. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. So we've come to halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Dixon set to kick off.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a carry for Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Davion Taylor there to bring him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brandon Ayuk, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally,
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, Swift. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
From the 50, here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
To number 88. A gain of 22.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this one to Pittman. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Dixon set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. That's taken in by Higgins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Kamara with a 1st down run, but he's unable to get back to the line of scrimmage as the push upfield was strong defensively. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Pass interference, defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 19 yards away. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one.
Jake Elliott.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, a pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
They're on 40-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay, and this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Intended for
so 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Broken tackle. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 18.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Herbert on 1st down now. And quickly finding Rager. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You ain't got nothing. Max 50, Max 50, Max 50. Check pass, check pass. 50, 50, Mike 50. Not today, you are. Not today.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jerome Baker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Taking it about the 36.
Receiving team.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tampa Bay, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be